Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk here at Todd BB Music. Once again, thanks for checking in and watching today. Make sure you like and subscribe. We always have all things guitar and music going on here, so we appreciate you subscribing. Today's guitar is a 1955 reissue Gibson Les Paul Standard, if you want to call it that, 55 reissue. I know right away when people see the stop bar tailpiece like that without the two pneumatic, a lot of, including myself, you instantly start thinking 54. But Gibson did a run of these. They do them periodically still, but this one is from around 2010. What they did is reissued 55, which has a different neck. And the certificates that came with them and stuff, they put the year of innovation on it because the thought was that between 54 and 56, 1955, there was a lot of innovation happening. The neck slimmed down, a traditional 54, which we have another video we're going to be doing on one of those. It's got that baseball bat neck. It's real thick, real chunky. I love those necks. A lot of people don't, but here they kind of slimmed it down in 55, and you started to see some of these guitars even before the two pneumatic bridges were put on and all that, and then ultimately we had the 56 gold top Les Pauls and all that are very famous, that have the slimmer neck and the stop bar with the two pneumatic. But in 55 you started to see some of these, like in the early part of the year, that they were already starting to slim up the neck and stuff, as opposed to the chunky 54 style. Still got the P90s in there, which I love. The real interesting thing, we're going to zoom in on this when I do a close-up of it here in a minute, is you can see, like, traditionally on a maple top on a Les Paul, it's, book match, split right down the center. You can kind of see the seam on that one lined up with the stop bar right there is not exactly even. Gibson purposely did that on these reissues, calling it like a refin, refinish. What kind of happened in the 70s and stuff, a lot of guys would find these old Les Pauls, gold tops, whatever, and would sand the finish off, and a lot of people wanted sunburst, so they'd put this on. Well, when Gibson originally made these in 54 and whatnot and put the gold top over it, you couldn't see the wood grain, so they would use, stuff wasn't book matched. It didn't matter if the maple top, it didn't really matter because you were painting over the top of it anyway, so nobody knew. But then when guys refinished them in the 70s and stuff, wanting a sunburst, a lot of times they would reveal and it'd be like, that top does not quite match up like that. So refins or refinishes kind of came about because of that. So when Gibson put these out, this particular one in 2010, which is a 55 reissue, not a 54, a 55, they purposely did that with unmatched, tops to kind of make it look like one of those. So great guitars, because you got the 54 effect with the stop bar going right there and no two pneumatic bridge, but yet this neck is real slim, real nice feeling neck, just like what you would have on a 56, 57 gold tops and whatnot too. It's got that same feel of a neck, but yet still with the 54 effect. Maple top, mahogany body, two separate tone and volume controls. Everything else is pretty much straightforward here. The headstock, traditional Les Paul headstock going on there as well. But these are beautiful guitars. Again, want to thank my friends for lending me this today to do a review. Let's plug it in and check it out. Let's kind of check it out here and sort of see what it sounds like clean. I'm on the neck pickup. neck pickup here with just some cleaner leads. Get into some of the heavier stuff on the bridge pickup. It's really interesting. There's the classic P90 hum. Hence, as most of you probably know, why humbuggers were invented. The hum never bothered me. I just love P90s. They have such a creamy... So yeah, these are great guitars. Let's get a close-up look and check out what this kind of looks like in the case and what the case looks like. Here we go. Okay, so let's check out the case here. This one's actually pretty beat up. The Gibson Custom logo is a little beat up there. It's been around the block a little bit, but that's okay. It still does the job. Now when you open it up here, got the classic Gibson custom case there that would have been period correct for around 2010, which this guitar is. Gibson Les Paul silkscreen logo on the headstock. It's interesting, that's not lacquered over. That's just over the top of the lacquer, the silkscreen, just like they did in 54. Rosewood fingerboard. Coming down here, I want to get a close-up of what I was talking about a while ago. You can kind of see the seam right here. You can see when you go right up to the bridge, it almost, to the stop bar, it almost lines up, but not quite. It's just a little bit off. So when Gibson would do, obviously 59 Les Pauls and whatnot that are where they knew you were going to see the sunburst flame top, they would use a perfectly book match with the seam right down the center. But a lot of gold tops and stuff that came out like 54s didn't match up exactly. They were a little off here with the seam. And then when guys would sand them down and refinish them in the 70s, you could see that. So Gibson specifically modeled this one after one of those, which would be like a refin. Great, stop bar, tailpiece right there, the two P90s, and just a killer guitar. All right, guys. So once again, thank you for tuning in today, watching today. Not tuning in, watching. Once again, the 55 reissue Gibson Les Paul here with the P90s. Awesome guitar. If you get a chance to check one out, make sure you do. Once again, hit the like and subscribe button. And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.